Hi, everyone. This is Mr. Maben. I wanted to um, provide for you directions for your weekly vocabulary station. So each week, when you are given a text, we are going to pull out important terms and concepts out of that passage or that text, and then you all are going to analyze the connections between the terms as a weekly station. So, for example, this week, this is what you'll see. You'll see again a list of terms from the story, things that we pulled out, things, important words that would help you all understand the text better. You're going to see some blank hexagons in which you will place each vocabulary term, and you will need to use all of the terms, place them on a hexagon. And then right here, you're going to look at the connections. Now, for the assignment, I'm only asking you to do 3 connections. Eventually, we will build our way up to 5. So here, I wanted to do an example. So this is going to be my example. I used the story Cinderella. Now I went ahead, the terms were already over here, but I went ahead and moved them on to a hexagon. Now I need you to understand that I did not just randomly place words everywhere, but I place words in a way that if they are touching, because the idea is that if you have a word like, for example, Cinderella, everything that is touching Cinderella must be the terms must be connected together. So, for example, or when two words are touching together, there has to be a connection between them. So, I'm going to choose one connection. I'm going to put the glass slipper in the prince. Another one, I'm going to do, let's see, the fairy godmother and maybe midnight. And another connection is I'm going to do the stepmother and the word cruel. All right. Now, in your groups, as you are moving these terms onto a hexagon, for example, if you move fairy godmother and then you put glass slipper and then you put midnight, you will need to talk through and justify why and how does midnight and the fairy godmother connect? How does the glass slipper and the fairy godmother connect? All right. And you guys will talk through these terms as you're placing them on your hexagon. Now, once you have created once you have used all the terms and you talked with your group amongst about the connections, you will then explain your thinking here. So, for example, connection one was the prince and the glass slipper. So what you would need to do here is you will explain your thinking. You will use the 2 terms, glass slipper and the prince, and using 2 to 3 sentences with detail, you will explain how those 2 terms are connected together. For example, the prince and the glass slippers connect because in the story, when the clock strikes 12 or midnight, Cinderella rushes out of the ball and leaves her glass slippers. The prince then goes on a search to find who can fit the shoe. The prince declares whoever can fit the shoe will be his wife. So this is showing how the two words are connected together. The prince found the glass slipper and went in a search for who could fit the shoe. Going back to my example, I look at the stepmother and I look at cruel. Now, the stepmother was cruel to Cinderella. So we see how these 3 terms all connect together. So I go back here and I had the word, I noticed I spelled it wrong, but I had the word cruel and stepmother. So again, I talk about how those 2 words connect together. The stepmother was extremely cruel to Cinderella. She often would make Cinderella do all of the chores and never allow her to be seen or to be free. She was also cruel by not allowing Cinderella to attend the ball and ripping up her dress. Lastly, she was cruel because she hid Cinderella when the prince arrived at the house. So, again, using 2 to 3 sentences, you want to use details from the text to explain the connections in the story. Now, once you've done your 3 connections, you would then submit these into Canvas as completed, and this will be your grade. You will submit this connection sheet into your Canvas as a grade. All right. Please let me know if you have any questions, and we will gladly answer those. Thank you.